are back at the Ashtead Record Fair. Join me as I go around and seek out some more rare vinyl. And as a special treat, we're joined again by Dave. So it's Sunday morning here in Surrey, in Ashtead. I'm at the CD and Record Fair, 25th of January. I hate January, it's cold, miserable, but it's a bit better because I'm here at the fair. I'm going to seek out some vinyl. So we're going to go round and I'm going to show you what I can find. Let's start here with some indie and new wave. So what's that? Smashing Pumpkins, Master and Servant, Depeche Mode, The Clash, Green Day. Oh, that's Yes Sir I Will by Crass. That is a really hard to listen album. A bit like well, there's several other ones that are pretty hard to hear. Lou Reed, Metal Machine Music. That's pretty bad, pretty hard to hear. Right, what's this? Elvis Costello, The Fall, Stranglers, The Damned. Okay. More Depeche Mode. Leaving Silence. There's The Jam. In the City. If you're a fan of The Jam, there's loads on the channel. There's The Cure. There's the Tufty Tour. There's loads of Paul Weller stuff. So check it out. What's this? Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Alien Sex Fiend. Here Come Germs. Sofa Head. The stand over there. It's a bit different, isn't it? Okay, and okay, Alien Sex Fiend, Another Planet was that, I think. Lou Reed, Injury, and then some more Stranglers, Lou Reed. I just mentioned Lou Reed, didn't I? Okay, let's carry through here. Okay, that was Elvis Costello, Cramps, XTC, Boomtown Rats. Yeah, more Boomtown Rats, more Stranglers, Susie Quattro, and Exploited. Okay, all right, that's interesting. Now we've got some rare '60s stuff here, so yeah, I do show you a variety of stuff on this channel. Oh, that's that's an unusual picture. Rolling Stones. Okay, like this box looks like they're all £5. So let's have a little bit of interaction from you guys. Tell me what's your best item that you've picked up? Did you get it at a record fair? How much did you pay? And also, what's the worst item you've ever got? No reason why Cliff suddenly appears. Yeah, what's the worst thing you've ever bought thinking it would be good? Let me know in the chat. Right, so okay, so there's some promos there. Okay, and that's a bit rod there. I might do an episode about Rod Stewart, about his best-selling track and the interesting story behind it. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that, and I'll do it. If I don't hear, then I won't. Okay, like, this dealer told me he got a massive job lot of 7 inches. So he was knocking them out for £2 each. There was hundreds and hundreds. And what's this? Eruption. I Can't Stand the Rain. Yeah, you know that one. Everyone knows that one. Right. So, hello. What's this? Puss in Boots. Demonstration copy. Adamant. Lovely. And that's the B-sides. It's a free gift. See. Some dealers are lovely. Let's have a look. So they're really free. Thank you. Right. 1982 Do It Records. Look at that. Kick and Physical. It's mint, isn't it? It's mint. Notice though it's missing its middle. So I'm going to go down here, and here we are. Look, record centres, 10p each. Look at that. All right. So I'm going to pop that in the old. Puss in Boots. Here we go. Is it going to fit? Let's push it. It's very difficult doing this with the camera. Right, here we go. There we go. Look. Good as new. Thank you, Mr. Dealer. Right. Okay. Now, there was this guy And he's got loads and loads of CDs, and they're quite interesting stuff. I mean, if you I'll show you some of them here. I think they're all £3 and £5 each. So there's Sham 69, Volunteer. I actually performed Hersham Boys as a kid in my school in the assembly. I don't know why. Shack Attack Day by Day, featuring bonus tracks. What's this? Mike Oldfield, Songs of Distant Earth. Okay. And Buzzcocks, Singles, Goes. That's quite old, isn't it? 1979, yes. I don't think CDs came out. That must have been a reissue. CDs didn't come out in 79, did they? What's this? Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Mind. The Rise and Reckless Fall of Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce died of an overdose of the police. Oh. Here we are. Jean-Michel Jarre. I like Jean-Michel Jarre. And if you check out the channel, I've also got the interview with Jean-Michel that I did when the Electronica tour was on down in Brighton. That's a good episode. It's one of my earlier ones, actually. And there's a punk. I don't really like these. Oh, hang on. It's gone a bit funny. I don't like these punk compilations with sort of live tracks. Yeah. They're not great, are they? The Bride, Strip Bare, Brian Ferry. I'm a big fan of Brian Ferry and Roxy. Yeah, I'm going to get that. Yeah, I'll get that to play in the car. Let's just check it out. Is it good, Nick? Let's have a look. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's Coming Home With Me. Don't you worry about that. Right, okay, so let's go through some more records here, some more vinyl. Blink 182, more Jam, Setting Suns there, see that? Lou Reed, oh, it's Crass. That was 50 quid, pay no more than, yeah. It's not my favourite Crass album. It's got a good track, Poison in a Pretty Pill, that's quite a good one. Okay, it's just, I'll just move my glasses up. Okay, all right. Generation X, isn't it? Yeah. Kiss Me Deadly. Billy Idol, Tony James. Now, I'm actually playing a lot of Sputnik at the moment. And I'm also going down to see Martin Degville, the lead singer of Zig Zig Sputnik. Later in the year, he's doing a gig in Brighton. So, check that out when it comes out. Right, we've got some Elvis there. More Elvis. And there's more Elvis. Guess what's coming next? Elvis. There you go. Okay, what's that? All right. Oh, Strokes. Quite a mixture in this little box, isn't there? Queen. That's obviously a reissue. Oh, okay. That was a record store day one. I rushed past that one, didn't I? Sorry about that. Okay. Now, I had a chat with Dave earlier, and he's agreed to have a little chat. It's always interesting speaking to him, so stick around. And oh, what's that? Susie Quattro, that was. We'll see what he's got to say. Pill Sessions, what's that? Yeah. Okay. Tommy, what's... Oh, This Means War. Oh. Kate Bush, Hawkwind. I am the excuse me. I Am the Survivor. The oh, what's that? Captain Copter, Randy, California. You see that? Meteors. There was one of these episodes I did, and it was like every other record was the Meteors. Do you remember that? What's this? Sober-ish. The X Streets. Sober-ish. Okay, sober-ish. Okay, never mind. Right. Now, as you know, I like a little bit of big dance stuff, so we've got some stuff for Houdini there. Fat Freddy, Lost in Space. That's the Johnson crew, isn't it? Johnson crew, yeah. 15 quid classic electro. Yeah, I do like the early electro. Egyptian Lover. You know, all that sort of mid to late 80s stuff. Absolutely love it. Miami Bass, I love that as well. Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry about that. Right. Yeah. In fact, if you go on the channel, look in some of the earlier episodes, and there's quite a lot of dancey stuff in there. Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah. Well, you mentioned the Sugar Hill Gang. Scorpio, Grandmaster Flash. One of the earliest episodes is there. That one, Grandmaster Melly Mel. He was a lovely fella. Really good chat. And I think it's the second or third video I ever did. What's this? Sampling masterclass. I used to be into all this. I had that as well. I had that back in the day. I used to be into all this DJing and mixing. I'm not going to show that clip of me scratching again. People don't like it. I don't like it, to be honest. I don't like seeing it. Mainly because I look quite young in it. Anyway, it's enough of that. It's like Taylor Swift. Keep going. Okay. Oh, Sugar Hill Gang. What's that? The sequence. Okay. 25 quid that was. Did you see that? Do you see? I'm trying to. Oh, Crush Groove. That's the old Fat Boys and Curtis Blow, isn't it? Yeah. It's not a very good film, as I recall. I'm a bit moany today, aren't I? A bit moany. Right. Okay. So let's carry on and see what else we can find. Okay. So we've got the Pogues there. Oh. Okay. The Specials. The Jam. There's not Jam in there in this episode. Susie. Elton John. Hang on. Was that 171170? Tourists. Okay. Which, as you know, went on to become the Rhythmics. Well, Annie Lennox did. And Dave. Yeah. Okay. Flood Live and that. Okay. What else we got? The Who. Oh, hello. Susie Quattro. 25 quid. I was going to say something then. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to embarrass myself. But yeah, Jimi Hendrix there. More Jimi Hendrix. And James Taylor. Mark Bolan, is that? And in a previous episode, I showed you in Leatherhead High Street where John's Children. Yeah, hello. Susie Quattro's greatest. John's Children, where they started, where they performed. So check one of my earlier videos, and you'll see that. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of them. What's this? Street Sounds. I used to get Blues and Soul magazine. I think it used to have. Was it Blues and Soul? It used to have the BPMs of the record. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm getting. It was a long time ago. Sort of, you know, the memories going. What's that? Christine and the Queens. Okay, here's Tommy. Now, is this Tommy album? Is this the one that's got the cast singing on it? I can't recall. Let me know in the chat. People will tell me. And there's Quadrophenia there. What was that? Roger Daltrey, more Jam. And okay, coming to the end of this box. What's that? Pet Shop Boys. Nonetheless. Oh, he don't wear his baseball cap anymore, does he? You notice that? Yeah. Okay, right. New in. Okay, so this is all fresh stuff for you guys. The Kinks. Oh, more Kinks. There's the Who. More Who. Right. Have Tranky Guitar Will Travel? Was that Toya? There's a Toya episode on the channel, actually. Toya Live. Check that out. It's quite interesting little episode. Okay, right. Oh, there's the Beatles, obviously. In jury, 25 quid. That's in quite good nick. Signed copy there, look, do you like that? More Who. Okay. That's the Stones, isn't it? Hang on, was that a duplicate? Look at that cover. Fantastic. Right. Cream, Stevie Wonder. Innovision. Now my friend Jazz John does a radio show called the Innovisions Radio Show on Kane FM. Check it out. There's more Quadrophenia, Flash Gordon, Eurythmics, Genesis. Okay. I think I saw something on the telly about Phil Collins. I think he's going to be making some more music. I think he said. Next fair, 2026. Right, it's about that time. Let's go and have a chat with Dealer Dave. Do you look gorgeous?
Yeah.
I'm here with Dave. Dave, it's a long time since we've done one of these.
It is, Paul.
And now, before we start, I do appreciate you doing this. And I realise you do it for nothing. But you're not doing it for nothing this week. Because I've got you a little present.
That's very kind of you, Paul. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed.
That's all right.
Most appreciated.
Oh, sorry. Right, we've had to change venue due to people keep coming and using the toilets. That's what happens, I suppose, when you do it outside the toilet. But we're in this lovely room, and there's no toilets here, so we're going to be all right. You got your wine, right? Let's carry on. Yeah. Right, so where were we? You said
where we were was I was eulogising about two of the greatest unsung vocalists in the history of soul music.
Right.
We all know the Marvin Gayes and the Stevie Wonders and all this, but there was a whole level of singers who arguably were their equal, and for whatever reason they never came to prominence, either through bad distribution of their records or whatever. But the first guy I'm going to talk about is a bloke called Darryl Banks.
Open the door to your heart.
Well, this is a massive Northern Soul favourite.
Right.
Believe it or not, it came out twice. It came out in 1966, but this was a reissue. It came out in 1969. Now, the 1966, that was when stateside their demonstration copies were in red and white. By the time 69 came round, they had changed the format to green and white. So this is Darryl Banks' Open the Door to Your Heart. Now, the thing about this record is, it's generally regarded as being one of the best two-sided records, because even the B-side will stand up on its own. Now, the thing about Darryl Banks was he had a very troubled life, I think, in and out of things. And in 1969, he got shot by I think it was a policeman somewhere in America. And I'm not quite sure about the circumstances behind the shooting. But as far as my memory serves me, he did get shot, which is possibly why they reissued that.
Right.
But if anybody who's got any remote interest in classic soul music, Google this. Or
so what's the other side called?
The other side is Our Love Is in the Pocket.
And did he write that one? No, Jay Jackson? Is that Jermaine Jackson?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So he wrote that. He wrote the A side. Yeah, he wrote that.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
so this is, as I say, just repeating myself. This is generally regarded as being one of the best two-sided records of the soul genre. This is on a demo. It retails, in my world anyway.
Oh.
In my world.
The Dave world.
In the world, which I get stick for. But
yeah, we love all that stick. Keep putting the stick in the comments.
But who gives a toss?
I'm going to beat that out. No swearing, no bad language on the...
I don't think toss is a swear word. I think you're...
I know, but if I beep it out, it'll make out it might have been a swear word. Right, so what's the value on that?
That's about $450.
450.
That's about 450.
Right.
That's 450, not 450.
Yeah, not just under a fiver. Someone turn up with a fiver. Right, so that's Darryl Banks. What have we got now?
Now, the other guy is arguably the greatest unstated, he's not undiscovered, because within a certain genre of music he's revered, but he's so off the mainstream. This bloke's by the name of Ray Pollard. Now, Ray Pollard, he started in a doo-wop group called The Wanderers. Ooh. And I had that single once, sometime ago. Not particularly valuable. It's a straightforward doo-wop thing. I'm not quite sure if they made any other records. I'm pretty sure they did. But that was the only one that, to my way of thinking, got issued in this country. Now, these two records, I'll hold these up.
Okay.
One, It's a Sad Thing.
Ray Pollard, arranged by Arthur Goland, produced by Jerry Granahan. Is that?
Yeah, no, even I don't know that.
And The Drifter.
Right.
Ray Pollard, okay.
Now, the thing about The Drifter is, it's probably, when people talk about Northern Soul music, I would imagine you wouldn't have to start too many conversations without that being mentioned.
Right.
Now, that is, to my way of thinking, it's a beat ballad, and if you go on YouTube,
I hope people do.
If you go on YouTube, they actually show you Ray Pollard singing this, but I think it was a later bit of film that they dubbed him. I mean, you could see his lips moving and stuff. But they dubbed it. But it's on YouTube, so get Ray Pollard, The Wanderer, The Drifter.
The Drifter.
Now, the other thing about this record is...
I'll put a link in the description.
All right.
Make it easy for people.
The other thing about this record is it got covered by two British artists. Because, as I say, if you was in the know and this record didn't hit the mainstream, if you were in the know, like you was in the business, you would have got to know this record. Now, Long John Baldry did a cover of this.
Oh, he's been featured before.
The Long John Baldry did a cover of this. And about 2 years later, in 1968, a guy called Don Childs did a version as well. Now, surprisingly, they both did very creditable copies of it. I mean, you could argue the toss that it don't come anywhere near Ray Pollard's version, and they probably don't. But they both did a good stab at it. They both had a very good stab at it. So that's The Drifter by Ray Pollard.
Which one came out first? Is that?
I wish you hadn't asked me that.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh no, The Drifter come out first.
Drifter first, and then the funny.
That
It's a
out.
Sad Thing.
But strangely enough, then it's not that far away in catalogue numbers. So there's only 22 numbers in the difference in the catalogue. So they both come out in 1966. So if that came out, if you go on websites like Pop Psych or anything, you will find that when it came out in a demo form, which is highly sought after by true collectors, that would have cost you $2,000. But even an issue, a nice clean issue, will cost you £1,000. It's that revered. The thing about Ray Pollard was, even more expensive from Ray Pollard, he signed for a very, very revered label in America called Shrine, the Shrine label. And that Shrine label was started by a sister of Berry Gordy, who was, as everybody knows, was a founder of Motown Records.
Yeah.
Now, it didn't last for very long, but Shrine has gone down in the annals of Northern Soul because I can't remember how many singles they had out. They probably had about 20 or 30 singles, probably about 20, I should think. But they're almost all classics. And Ray Pollard had several records out on Shrine, and they are all quality records. The quality of Shrine records was really, really high, but there was a lot of kerfuffle with Berry Gordy's sister, and I think there was a lot of behind the scenes jiggery pokery that stopped them progressing really. But there's say Ray Pollard had about 2 or 3 singles out on Shrine, might even have 3 or 4 actually, and they are very, very well, and they're going to cost you £2,000-3,000 each.
So how much are you doing for this one?
I'm looking for close on £1,000 for that.
Right, that's Dave's price.
Yeah. Now this is probably, this doesn't feature in people's memory bank like this does.
Well, that's a sad thing.
I mean, well, it is a I thought I did the joke.
Sorry.
This is a sensational record. This is an absolute sensational record. Once again, it's in the same vein, sort of a ballad, but there's just, the production is just different class. I mean, how these records didn't become big hits in this country is, in fact, I'm not quite sure how big they were in the States. I don't think they were that big in the States. But it's if I can get on my controversial chair, it's the same old story.
There is a chair over there. We can put you on your controversial chair.
It's the same old story about, people that you think should have been massive in the 60s or in the 70s or whatever decade. And for some inexplainable reason, they didn't. And you saw people with lesser ability, for whatever reason. They had the charisma, they had the attractiveness or whatever.
Publicity.
Yeah, publicity machines, yeah. I mean, you've only got to look at, God forbid, I know this is heresy, but people like Cilla Black. I mean, she had a 20-year-old career at the top of the thing. But there was so many different better singers in the 60s, female, in this country, than Cilla Black. I know people are going to have a right go, and I don't give a toss. Again, right, so you can bleep that out.
You're welcome to your So tell me, what's the damage on that?
That's £1,000.
That's £1,000.
I wish this was a better copy. This is a strong VG copy,
right?
But it plays really, really well. It's a bit of background noise occasional,
right?
But that's still going to cost you £650, and it's worth every penny. It's worth every penny that you're going to pay.
Lovely.
Right, so we're going to leave that genre completely. Right. Coming on for my soul thing, I'm going to go on to arguably one of the biggest stars of the 70s and 80s, and he's still revered today. The only thing is, nowadays, Bowie is not so much known now for his music. It's his style. I mean, you go anywhere now, hardly a week goes by now when you don't get a retrospective of Bowie in a museum or in an art gallery. And don't get me wrong, people still love his music, but I think nowadays his music don't feature so much now as other aspects of his career.
Sort of like his acting and his...
Yeah. I mean, the film he made, or a couple of films he made.
Man Who Fell to Earth, he did?
Yeah, the one he did that. What else did he do? Oh, I can't remember. But I don't think his music stands up so much as other aspects of his career.
I still love his 80s output. Let's Dance, I love that album.
Yeah, that got a bit very poppy though, didn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I like
it. It became very poppy. Anyway, so coming on, this is one of Bowie's big records.
Is he wearing a dress?
Well, that is the reason why.
The Man Who Sold the World.
This is commonly known as the dress cover or the drag cover.
Oh.
I prefer to call it the dress cover. Now, this came out and it was quickly withdrawn.
I bet it was.
Because the controversial nature, bear in mind, I mean, it's de rigueur now, it's almost obligatory that blokes can walk around in a dress. But back in 1971,
The Man Who Sold
it's called
the
a bit.
World.
It's
So
called,
hang on. The film he was in was The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Yeah.
And this is so was the film named after the?
No. It's got no, as far as I'm aware, it's got no connection at all.
Okay.
No connection.
Just
at all.
a good question to ask.
Yeah.
But Also a stupid one.
So this came out and it was immediately, I think, withdrawn.
Right. So this is a rare thing.
Yeah. So these are very rare on the ground.
It's a weird thing. He's got cards, and there's all cards on the what's on the other side? Let's have a look on the back.
Well, it's just
all selections written by David Bowie. All selections published by Titanic Music. Produced by Tony Visconti.
Right. Well, that's the other big thing about this record. Because Tony Visconti, he was married to Mary Hopkin.
Oh, was he?
And he produced some of their albums.
He produced a lot of Sparks, didn't he?
You probably know more about that than
What a
I
Muscle
do.
Mail, yeah, he did a lot of
Now,
that
the
stuff.
thing about this album,
That's in mint condition.
whenever anybody would ask, or if it comes up for sale, the first thing that people ask, is it the mispressing?
Oh.
Or the misprinting, I should say.
Well,
If you ever look at the producer,
Tony, two ends.
two ends.
Two ends, look at that. Tony.
And that is, to be honest, that is almost as topical when you talk about this record as the fact he's wearing a dress on the sleeve. I mean, I showed it to a bloke yesterday, and the first question, he didn't mention the sleeve or anything, has it got two ends? Because it did, once again, it didn't survive for very long in that format, and they changed it to the one end.
Let's look on the other side, see if they've done it on the other side as well. Yeah, they have. Tony. Good grief.
So that's the...
So how many of these...
don't ask me, Paul. I really haven't got a clue, mate.
Is that rare?
Not got a clue.
So tell me, what's the
I mean,
damage? Everyone's going to want to know, what is the Dave part?
Well,
I can see there nearly.
Well, yeah. If you go on various websites again, they quote you £2,000. This is a really, really nice copy. The problem with this sleeve, and a lot of the sleeves of the 70s, especially the Nick Drake sleeves, I mean, they are incredibly sought after, Nick Drake. But, as with the Bowie album, they came in an unlaminated sleeve. So they didn't travel very well. I mean, that's not a bad sleeve.
You mean it didn't have plastic?
Yes, no lamination.
So albums normally come with a
came with a lamination.
little plastic thing.
Come with lamination.
Yeah.
Although that's not a good example.
No, I know what you mean.
So they don't trope the Nick Drake ones. I mean, his first album, 5 Leaves Left, I've had 2 or 3 of them, and I've never had a good sleeve because, or you may not get the creases or whatever, or writing or whatever, but you invariably get what's called edge wear. You know, where people, if they got
Take it out and
take it out, so you invariably get edge wear.
My records, some of them have got what I call cat wear.
Oh
Which is where my cats go in and go.
Yeah, if it's my cat, I think it'll get a
short
shaft shipped.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I've got PVC things, but occasionally I'll put one out, and the cat will go, "Oh, let's." Well, look, that's been very interesting. So we got the Bowie there, Bowie.
Yeah, you don't want that one.
Don't want that one, no. So we got David Bowie there, the dress cover. We've got
them two. Ray Pollard,
the It's a Sad Thing, and the Drifter, and then of course we had Darryl Banks, Open the Door to Your Heart, and the other side was
Our Love is in the
Our
Pocket.
Love is in the Pocket. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you very much, Dave. Appreciate it again. Enjoy your wine.
Thanks, Paul.
There you go. A bit of advertising from there, and we'll I'll hopefully see you at the next fair.
Thanks, mate.
Right, so that was good, wasn't it? Thank you, Dave. Enjoy the wine. Right, so let's have a little final run around the fair and just show you a few more little bits and pieces. Okay, so we got the jam here. So I showed you some jam earlier, but there's a bit more for you guys. There's a 100 Club album. what's that? Okay, In the City again. We started with In the City and Setting Suns again. Okay, and at the back of here we got punk, indie, alternative. Okay, a bit of a mixture here. Bit of a mixture. There's the Pistols. Yeah, if you're into punk and the Pistols, Stranglers, 75 quid, rare. That's nice. If you're into John and the Pistols and punk and all that kind of stuff, and Adamant as well. There's John. Yeah, if you're into John, I've obviously got the John Lydon episode. In fact, I've got quite a few John ones, and there's also some nice Adam episodes. There's I think 3 interviews with Marco. Now I always like showing you behind the counter, so you can see the really rare stuff. So what we've got there: Cafe Del Mar, Depeche Mode, Paul Weller, Captain Beefheart, Fasting Bulbous also Tapered, and what's that? Okay, Fugees and Juicy Lucy. Recession busting CDs here. Let's show you these. Antipasti, Oi Rarities. I will be honest, I'm not a fan of Oi. Selector, the Happy album. Judge Dredd, Dreadmania. That's really funny actually. That's look at some of those titles. Brilliant. Okay, and there's the Motors. Okay, we've spoken about the Motors. I'm going to pick that up. I think I've got a few nice items this week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I do have another channel called Don't Get So Emotional. Check that out. It's got some interesting stuff on there. It's no music, but if you like my twaddle, you might enjoy it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please like and share the show with your friends, and I will catch you on the next one.